Good evening, lovely viewers. Welcome to Truth People TBT. The truth, nothing but the truth. We are coming your way once again. Another powerful topic that I would like to call it that in listening to I start. I would like to welcome Honorable Coach KBF.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Looking awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, Nene, there's a bro, and I want to see that.
I drink a Caribbean. All right. At here for said Wednesday, Tuesday, be a cano. Obefro near be now so abetena se no share link no ama unia. Yeah, well, two platforms this year. I have Facebook and YouTube. With times, yeah, time by TikTok, I be mama ya where you go so di honjuma. To see I make a say dear. Obetimi join here our YouTube and Facebook. Edin obetimi de join here Kofi Boakye-Fosuhene. Kofi Boakye-Fosuhene on YouTube and Facebook. Coach.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, a summary of what we did last week.
Hey, now why me some question be All right. I think last week near share the common mistakes in this life.
Yeah.
We realize yeah, well, a new maybe yeah, and from so. Now, just say whenever you commit a mistake, every mistake has its consequence. And you know, it is better to avoid mistakes where possible. Now, if you say you know, once a while we can encounter mistakes. The reason being that there is no perfect human being. Drew baby na say when e be more engage in something. Because sometimes people assume that you must be perfect. And until Drew baby na say obi mistake here, we try to take the person up giddy giddy. I didn't know we are you see. But in as much as I say, yeah, she say you better avoid the mistakes. We should also understand, say once we are human, it is said that to err is human. There are mistakes now so now you see say mistakes in you can easily avoid them. Those ones that you have to avoid, you have to avoid. You say the abano, we avoid them. The abano we try to correct. Then the enyama, we try to avoid them. Until you mentioned some few mistakes to be back and say living without purpose. So on shadow nim the intia or tiha unim the oye. Then we also looked at neglecting fearing failure. Obi also anana been say me ya enye yintino and you can say onya nyekora. Then sometimes we surround ourselves with the wrong people or the wrong association. And you see who say a mistake is pa. Obi oha say obi beka say oya akwala in good. Afobeko school no because of friends or didn't hokobo muntino na seven shebre ayabasa. So we advised ourselves say we should try as much as possible to surround ourselves with the right people because the wrong people a great mistake. Then the last thing I want to say a bit more so they try to live beyond their means. Who say nadam for we only bintino so prayer a copy and when you say opera na say opa osia emoja neba they are bleeding all because they are trying to live beyond their means. Enti Grace ubisa me say tough na mabo. Okay. Who allegation about okay. Why careful?
Alright, and we have another awesome topic, and our topic is no other than do what you can do in this life. Do what you can in this life.
Do what you can in this life. Do
TBT.
The truth, nothing but the truth.
TBT.
The truth, nothing but the truth.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
And that topic Yeah, the bit me.
Yes. Do what you can in this life. Do what you can. Nti the uji di se ubetumi aye no. Eno ena esese we. Ene the ebesua pa no. In fact, we a very should I say a great wisdom for life. That do what you can. Do what you can in this life. Meaning say ebra yeko yenim no yabeti ase.
Ebusianfo na etie for Mestre say o mem pese obeye timodin for I don't want to be selfish. So Mestre say answer na best start no share link na ma oni abi no so embe join yen na yentie nyansasema ye ba betie. You go so kasa until last week me announcement be say if you want this program to also keep on coming your way, please you can also contact the lines that will be later on displayed so that you can help us in one or the other. We are also ready to advertise whatever you do. Adebia we be an ye do be tuja na sell out. Come on. Until time me pe brand na church ye betimi ya boa us na so dwumadi so etimi akon kan. So please Boakye-Fosuhene on YouTube and Facebook betimi join here. Na ye kasa now so they were join chair and answer same bisa eba. You can bring up your comments and also your questions as we delve into this powerful topic. Do what you can in this life. Yes. Coach, yes. What are the components of life, if I may ask?
All right. I'll start by saying that life is a journey, and this journey of life is filled with the following. Number one, life has challenges. Meaning, say, when you want to speak about the truth, man from pese omobejiatumsa. But in this life, no matter what you do, there are challenges in life. Then number two, we also, aside the challenges, we have opportunities. In this life, we don't only have challenges. It's never true. Now so another thing brabo ewomu opportunities. Edu baby a kwan bie bi beba na esese utumi obi beka se esomu yi. So there are opportunities in this life. Enunti minim so obi nim be ya adwen obi ho a ene wadu baby wadu because an opportunity came his way. That is why the person can see himself where he is now. Inti memma wadwen nya wo say opportunities enni abrabo mu ebi ho pa. Inti se wo de ma ya then the third thing about life is that life is full of responsibilities. Life is full of responsibilities. Onipa biano se opese wabra botumi eko nkanya. One of the things that you must pay attention to are the responsibilities that come your way, because we were not made to come into the world to do nothing. There be enye nunti ne baaye onipa bia wo ba se wo beye bibi ade na wo ba beye no, it becomes your responsibility. And until last week I said one of the common mistakes in life is that people are living without purpose. So your purpose in life becomes a responsibility. And until ya empempi no ye type ade a efo obi o ha ompese ade adwuma wo mu no ompese obeye o yes you cannot advance in life. So what I want to say is that as we move through the journey of life, we will by all means encounter challenges. We are going to also have opportunities, and then there are responsibilities that we need to observe.
Your coach?
Yes, sir.
Answer na metro as na tie for say you go so di juma say much as muti e pa mo asema mo dia to dwa no we are working on it. Mr. Sound no low. I don't know say I improve na mama ya away. Okay. Kada masipi. Coach, what's the life is a journey?
Yes, sir.
So in the journey, there are things that we will meet along the journey. That is challenges, opportunities and responsibilities.
Yes, sir.
And wherever there are challenges, I believe sometimes we have limitations.
Yes, sir.
Do you have something like that in this journey as well?
Okay. That is why this program is very important. Truth be told, it is better to receive the truth, no matter how bitter it might seem. and then after receiving it, it will help you. Now, every life is faced also by certain limitations, as you have asked. The first thing resources. Obia bibia ansono. And in this life, the kind of things we want to do, we require certain things to help us. Sa nneoma no ene friend resources no. Se mensaka me pese bi sidan na se mensaka minya cement, anwea abo, iron rods, ni nneoma metimi asidan no. Now I want to build a house, but I do not have these resources. It becomes difficult. Inti emu bebre oha, the entire life no, ya choke life no ene say. We are saying that we are limited by resources. It is normal. Ebedru baby no, niya wo hwehwe e de aso wade so de aye bibi no. It will not be there. But that doesn't mean that you should cease moving in life. Because a part of life, a limitation ya, ubia etumi eto. Then the second one is time. Time. A very good example, when you are writing exams. Na obi say wapo ato. I feel I say 30 minutes more. Say, hey, you need more time. So sometimes you can be limited by time. A drew by beer. Yamu bebroha, ebia da, a juma, yes, so we juma pana, for we not time in a copa. You wish that the 24 hours in Unka a bibe kaho amount. Now, so if we are seeing in a unipa biano, you work within 24 hours. Into a no end to me, so time can also become a limitation in one's life. Then ability. Sometimes obia oye bibi mau. Yemfa said onipa ebia oye oka emau. Na o drive ako baby. Na when your problem or kwan so. Na wafre onipa koro na unya no. You wish that you had the ability to repair the car so that you continue your journey, but you are limited. Unnim saadie no enti no untumi enye. But whilst I say this, edu baby so ase woni bere so a won say obu ha okọ ordinary car magazine a fitafo no ya no so hwe. And it's very important. Enye say bia on person next ordinary car beko, but problem bi ho a obi beka say your World Cup nanso so no bia ne solution e ketu abi. So you can be limited by ability because enye bibia na yenim. Then the last but not the least is circumstance. Sometimes circumstance surrounding you no ebe to me are limited. There's somebody that I know. In fact, they be a mekasa sa nipa no say me wo ahoden eba mekasa ahoden a me wo kwan na sa onipa kro no anka memma na kotoa na disua so ewo amanone because the person looks so intelligent, but ahana owono oye limited. You realize, say, a nipa bebre ewo ho a because of where they find themselves, circumstances binti, obi oha ne resource good power, but the obetwane so anyhow. So you realize that circumstance can limit you as a human being.
Coach,
yes,
when
sir.
These limitations come up, some of us, because of the challenges or limitations that we face,
Okay.
they tend to worry.
Okay.
What's your advice or what's your take on what they are supposed to do when such circumstances arise?
Now, in this life, anytime you face a challenge, you must make the attempt. You must make the attempt. And never think that you have to always start big. You must start small.
Okay.
So whatever comes your way, you start small. Because it is said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So by just making a step, at least you have covered a distance in that journey. And especially the youth of our time, it's like everybody wants to start big. You see, if the opportunity is there to start big, you can start big. But if it is not there, start small. And ube to me a baby, but I just cancer. There are some people that said, I want to be rich before I do this. No. Unyanye rich korana. Whatever is in your hands, whatever is in your possession, start with it. Now, bra o de shas, you realize say, and no matter to make us rama.
Therefore, make us so as you crying. Say, Obe Fre, Unia B, now I share link and I'm OB. said a bear on switching a bed joining and now benefit from yang topic I discuss say yeah started giddy. That is, do what you can in this life. Do what you can in this life. And say we are currently on YouTube and Facebook and media are joining a year Boakye-Fosuhene. TikTok and also Abba in me and so Abba kind of TikTok. And so DNS I Boakye-Fosuhene. Oba was in Bisabi and answer or question beer. You can also bring it up. You can kind na coach answer am I. Coach actually say you shouldn't be limited by any man may be circumstance in a man and he say a man a see a coin. No matter how small it is, start. No matter how small it is, you can start. Coach, how do we get this kind of mindset? Because there are times the kind of mindset we carry puts us in a state of worry and other things. What kind of mindset are we supposed to have in order to be able to do what you've told us to do?
Okay. Now, you must not be frustrated.
Okay.
Whenever you are living a life and you become frustrated, in fact, it even impedes your progress in life. Frustration are there. You have to try as much as possible to avoid it. You can stay focused because frustration never helps a man. Frustration never helps a man. So make sure that you don't become frustrated in your mind because you share the power of the mind. Nipa yadwin eno ne control barely everything in our lives. It is a woman wadwin frustrated affect your performance. So you have to make sure that you don't become frustrated in your mind. Then number 2, never allow excuses in the mind. And makwan say bibia no obi beka say o anu ye adenti na wontimi nye we mintimi ye efise adenti na wenye say mintimi ye efise. You see yemu bebre ho ye how kese pa eno no. We are always giving excuse because a mind orientation ye de adwen na kosi so say se mintumi ana mintumi nye we ya na bibi nti ade bi nti na ma mintumi nye ye du ba bi kura na we tend to blame others, the people who are around our lives. Na hwe say wa wo bobra na fe wo be blame obi for your life. You understand? You need to concentrate on your life, so make sure that you avoid excuses. So anytime you realize that your mind is trying to give you excuse as to why you have not done something, you have to tell the mind, I don't need this. You have to have a change of mind orientation. Then also, when you have been able to position your mind well, it opens the door of opportunities for you. Say there are people who think there are no opportunities in life, but it's not true. Those who are saying there are no opportunities in life, when you assess their life critically, you realize that they have rather missed some opportunities that came their way. And untino obeka say opportunity be no hopa, but bia ye missing obi beka say obi a blow ne opportunity. Let me give an example. Ye mu bebre ho ye nim kura say when you get the chance say uko school, it's an opportunity. Why am I saying that? Because there are people like us who never had the chance to go to school. And they say unya kwan say uko school, it's an opportunity. Unya kwan sebi yo ebi mutumi ka say me ko kuru kesem. Ye mu bi yatimu dada. Enti unya kwan wo kuru kesem a, it's also an opportunity. Until you realize say ne ye ka say opportunities ni ho no, it's because we've not really come to the realization that there are opportunities, and because of that we are missing a lot of opportunities. And until enehwe ho na hwe ne ekos ube hu say there are a lot of opportunities in our lives.
Thank you, coach. Before I met was so I come in next question so no any fear tessa that I say more kwaba so returning it's sata munyina more kasafa ya sound no, but I think this is here be okay. Any do to your flaws. I say you don't have to start, you don't have to be great to start. You start to be great. You don't have to be great to start. You start to be great. You call YouTube, so I'm on for a joining, but will be my question so be on fire. Comment be in your empire. Coach, We also say mind orientation, to me ethic opportunities. But there are some school of thought say we are not all equal.
Yeah.
People believe say as a model they are disadvantaged, they don't have talent, they don't have any strength, they don't have. Is there anything like that? So go on the office or not the BBA or no whatever is going on the on can say.
Okay.
BBA equitian.
Chris, to me, I would say it's not true.
Okay.
Truth be told, it's not true.
The truth.
Nothing but the truth. Every human being carries a talent. Onipa biya or talent. Meka obi beka say me the mini talent biya. It's not true. Look inside you very well. There is something that you have. It's inside you. But because you see, if you have talent, sometimes a talent can be hidden. And we need to unravel that talent. And sometimes, some of us, we have the talent, but those talents are covered. We need to unravel them. Then sometimes we also need people to help us to do it. Also, be to me who will be say, especially more teachers, you have the eyes. You can see, say, this person is talented in this area.
Sure.
You understand? But this you help the person to nurture it. There is a talent. I believe strongly there is a talent. When you say talent back where kasa. To you be a kasa bibria a talent. And you be a to me kasa.
Mr. Non-branding.
So you realize you said those who are into journalism name program sabe who be as a one pekasa to say be a manituano. So what I say, we are who's on pekasa. A bad thing, a casa better happen, they be an out of so what I say, aha, Entino, Obia our talent, media Mijidi say, Obia our talent. You can say talent and your football crown. You see, your narrow talent, which shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, what talent, baby. There's a program, American Got Talent. Yeah. Oh, say, look at the kind of talent people come to display. Adibi okra, what do you say that masu? Me share ba kubi, akwabia, otimisha ice him for hours. A talent. By that,
talent well, dear,
and near any our talent and you don't try it. So, as I say, nipa be our G2 say, oh, talent. If your talent, a drew baby as I say, nipa eboa, not a drew baby, be so be say, me saying. You see, sometimes it takes the eyes of others to see what is inside you. Wow. Then, the Edihobio and say, every human being has strength. Onipa biya, and until I say, school, you realize that some of us, we were very strong when it comes to mathematics. Obi also about science, general science, integrated science, or you're very good. Or strength, and no. Enti onipa biya was strength. Enti shesheba biya wa hoden ewo. It's very important. I believe that you are strong somewhere. You are strong somewhere. Eba sebe kasa anankomodie ayedia. I am strong in it. Intimacy oma me kwanse men kasa ebia be continuous 1 hour krana metumi akasa. Obi onso so awaka ba ko minu wa bere enye ne talent. It is all more commentators, because they talk and yes I want to me enye. So you need to look at yourself and see where you are strong in. Then also, aside that, you have to also consider the opportunities that comes your way. Opportunities are about hono. Integrate. Ebe to me aba say ube share obi. Na present opportunity be amount. When it happens like that, you have to utilize that opportunity. By we don't look at that. You say bibi anye. It is say bia obi aye obibi. Then you come to the conclusion that all let me say males, ebia mema nyina anye. Obi so say ema nyina anye. Nti ye de ahye yetirim or your bad the moment obi hu obi ma pe say mema nyina omonye. Ebi so ade oba na oye. We dem here waka wa sembi. So we have to all understand that we have talent, we have strength, we also have opportunities. Say opportunities are there, but some of us we miss it. If you say yeah, make sure you don't miss opportunities. Obi can assembly chairman or say when you meet a rich man, don't hate the person, because what you hate you can never become. When we say yeah, what dream be say adia enye wono eye obi pe na dia semaba. We shouldn't be. Whatever you want to become, you must love it. When you see people who are already there, you have to appreciate so that you can also get there. But that is not the kind of life we are living. Yes.
That's it. Eric had a question there, but
okay.
Can one absolutely avoid frustration? And one avoid frustration? Absolutely.
It depends on where you stand.
Okay.
Yes, because there are certain things that you can't also dodge in life. At a point in time, due to mistakes and errors, we can be frustrated. Because we are not perfect human beings. Because young fan said, what shall say, oh yeah, DB. We start here and I didn't cause why a big mistake be now a blow be you are going to be frustrated. It's not said yeah, now person are frustrated, but because that thing didn't work as you wanted, a bit more frustrated. But strengthen yourself. Say, even if I become frustrated, I need to rise. And then we cannot promise, and you cannot be promised in this life that you will never ever meet frustration. I know dear into me, massa. So long as you say mistakes ni errors it is say catch you say papa be. You don't want to hear it. So what I say also when you want to say you don't want to hear it, but one day let me even streamline to ourselves. Yes, you have a Ubu how help us or Jerry as you hope. I okay.
Or boy, be a mount. I only tell you, I know a chaff and only I tell you, I know, say, cook. Mr. Mammy, oh, mammy, we now my family, there was mammy who are at the so much I found. Oh, coach, indeed. Let us say, oh, so. Now, we are now coming back to our topic for the day. That is doing what you can do. What does it mean to do what you can?
All right. When we talk about doing what you can, we are saying that use the resources, use the skills, and use the time available to you. Sabe, deɛ ɛwɔ wo nsɛm na ɛyɛ wo dea, ɛnyɛ deɛ ɛwɔ obi nsɛm. So, whatever resources you have, whatever skill that you have, and the time you have right now, using it, it means you are doing what you can. You are doing what you can. We have the resources, but we are crying it's limited. We have the skills, and we are saying that policy no, Papa, you're perfect in our skills. Some of us, we have the time, but we are still marking time. No. Once you are able to use your resources, your skills, even if they are limited, you continue using it. So then we say, you are doing what you can. On the other hand, when you take small steps that are consistent towards your goal, and also you can say it also means that you are doing what you can. And let's try to accept this. Say bibino that is the most important thing. Start it. No matter how small it is, start it. I like what one of our viewers said. Or say you don't have to be great to start. You need to start to be great. Into what dear, as at the time you are starting, you are not great. Forget about that. You start. With time, the greatness will be birthed through your life. So this is what I can see. Then maybe the last one, I didn't say, when you are contributing positively, wherever you are, when you are contributing positively in the lives of people, and also you to me, I say you are doing what you can, because it do by being say obi here little push, and you have the power to give the person a little push. You are doing what you
can. All right. My next question is,
okay,
what's the right time to start? Yes, we should start.
We should start.
What is the right time, or how do we start?
So the right time to start is now.
Now.
Yes. The right time to start is now.
Okay.
Because if we are saying, it is said that time and tides wait for no man. It do baby anka obenya anka obe ka kire emere se twen me, but on twen will be a wo hwe Sunday ay twam yi. It was 24th August 2025. We will never meet it again. No matter how you cry, no matter how you apply your faith. And to me masoda say ye besen nya 24th August 2025. Ye ko yenim enti emre e ko nanim. Enti anytime be a opese wo ye bibi no ye no emprempren. Do it now. Start now. Forget about whether it's small or great. You start it. You start it. Now, with time, it will land you somewhere.
Coach, I tell for say because so Ashemun crying say before near be now I share link no amano no so me abeka ho na say the Asia do what you can on so me be benefited from and na topic yedi AD Jumain. We are on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok with the name Boakye-Fosuhene. YouTube, TikTok and Facebook. Yeah, cause na pese o asem be bia o deba o question be media ba. There are a lot of, we believe that, I think coach has been always re-echoing that wisdom is not entailed in just one person.
Yeah.
We believe that every one of you has a powerful nugget that you can also bring it up. So please, as we proceed, we would want you to also come on board to bring your views and comments to make us all share the truths that we are sharing so that as a group of people, as friends and family, we can all improve. Coach, now can one certain be a factor? Because now, because there's a talent behind. We have a lot of footballers. Let me even limit footballers who have great talent, but their location has been a challenge. Because Abobo and Ukrumu say retire, but I'm fat. So can a certain also be a factor? And see, you want to start small. Should I still be starting from my locality and now say what? How can I, though I want to start. What is that mean? Say we should start now. Okay. If let's say I'm a footballer, I have talent, I'm heading somewhere in a village, let's say close to Sunyani or something. Somewhere.
Okay.
How do I also start?
All right. Now you asked that when should we start, and we said now. So whilst I'm talking with you, CCA, now Ubi Sam say, Ebia, coach, me to me asreana, me say I say CCA. And now I was say, now. You get me?
Yeah.
So when we talk about you, start now. Start from where you are.
Okay.
Because now means now. Now is not tomorrow. Assuming you think say it's a movie, Ebia, answer. Then yeah, it's not now. It becomes a future thing.
Okay.
All right. Now, if we are saying say what share BBS. Now we year and when I didn't pay start irrespective of your location. You start. By that, obi paper be show, and through it, obema opportunity be na wa changing location. In the past, adeɛ baako ɛha yɛ nie. Yadwi nyina ne sɛ minyanya baby a hoyenti mentwen minyanya baby a hoyenti mentwen. So most of the times we are waiting for greener pasture before we act, and this is wrong. In fact, it has worked against all of us. You realize, you say, and you may be your hanker, baby, ye won, ye shall see, can ne be baby, abum, and can ne, because anytime you do what you can, it opens the door for growth. Into at the end, it cannot grow. If you have not put a seed, there is a wise saying that a small seed planted is of more importance than a great seed lying on a cemented floor. Enti sebi you say uko dua ade no a ena ebenyi ama. So once I want to see growth, I need to start, irrespective of where I find myself. The growth will come because that one will open the door for the growth to come. Then when you do what you have to do, it also brings fulfillment.
Okay.
You realize that there is this inner joy. But I owe ye near a sessa we no. I feel at the energy ebrow, then it also brings what we call multiplication. And yes, but with time, you are going to enjoy multiplication. Most of us, the day we start, we want to start enjoying multiplication. And growth, fulfillment, multiplication, they are all connected to time. Into emere, yes, time will tell. So when we allow time, whatever we are doing today, time will bring growth, fulfillment, and multiplication in our lives.
All right, Coach. Thank you with that point too. So if we do what you said we are going to multiply, we're going to grow, and we're also going to find fulfillment. You can also realize that in our quest to comply with what you've told us, what are some of the virtues that we will need? What are some of the virtues that we will need in order to accomplish what you've just mentioned?
So the first thing I'll talk about is faithfulness.
Okay.
Faithfulness can be connected to consistency. Most of us, that's our problem in life. How to be consistent. I am sure that every Tuesday, our viewers, when it's 7:30 p.m. GMT, our viewers will be waiting for us. Sure. For the next, let me say, the past 1 month, almost 2 months, we've been consistent.
Sure.
And that is why people are following. Assuming we started week 1, week 2, we brought excuse, we are sorry we couldn't. Then week 3, another excuse. Then we come for, nobody will want to follow you. So you realize that it is very, very important as we move on to be faithful with whatever we are doing. We must be consistent.
Coach, with that, one thing that is also quite, disheartening is when you are being consistent. Some people would, I don't know, there are people who always want audience around them.
Okay.
So when people are not watching, people are not giving them fans, they feel that, I say, no one is into what I'm doing, so they quail back. What is your advice to such?
I love Proverbs.
Okay.
Proverbs. But we me surusa ha me kan makwaguti. Yes, enye da wo betwa bibi na wo benya mpafen bibisa osofra. You see, you cannot sow and reap at the same time.
Okay.
Enye jumasa. So when you start and even nobody is watching you or giving you audience as at that time, also faithfulness, consistency with time, because the awoye obi nyante yes one day then somebody will come across it, then the person also begin to broadcast it for you. Inti men ka say mashase Obi antie me nti. No. You don't have to be discouraged at all. That's what I do.
Okay. You can proceed with your point.
Okay. So the second virtue is responsibility. I'm saying I can't answer. You need to be responsible. In doing what you can, you need to be responsible. And then ubisa ema bibiri omo ware ya. Na ubisa nse be ma be na person ware no. The first thing or one of the things you say, I want a responsible guy. Inti guys, are you responsible enough? Inti wo bia wutie ye. Ufa ge bia ni waja, ufa ge bia no waja wa check hwe. E bia wo responsible. Because and the man also more responsible guys. So responsibility is very key. Then the third virtue you need is courage. You need to be courageous. Yeah, some of us, we easily get disappointed or discouraged. No, don't live your life like that. So sometimes build courage, build capacity, be courageous. When nobody is clapping for you, clap for yourself. When nobody is motivating you, motivate yourself. Na afei nyagidie bi so wo mu obia you have to have some kind of faith in yourself. Said the me say be. So even if I fail, when I start, I need to still rise above my failure. Whenever you are defeated, you must rise above your defeat. Yemu bebre ho a yakafa because we failed. Yakafa because we were defeated. But Mr. Sorry. If you say bra o sorry no, obe to me akoni.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach KBF. Viewers, we would still want you to pick your phone, call a friend, call a brother, share this link with them to also join and benefit from what we are discussing. Do what you can. Do what you can. In this life, I think we are being told today and we are being taught that it is good to even start small, be consistent, be faithful, and be responsible. And we are learning that there are factors that deteriorate or that deter us from making it or trying to start, and we are being told to avoid them. That is frustration and other things that we've spoken about. I would want you to still share the link, Boakye-Fosuhene, on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook with a brother, so they can also join to benefit from what we are discussing. Coach, we want to understand the principle that is do what you can. Do what you can.
Okay. Now, the principle is simple.
Okay.
We are saying take action.
You should take action.
You need to take action.
How? How do you take action?
By using what you have. We've talked about everyone having strength, talent, resources, opportunities. Anything you have, start with it. Anything you have, start with it. I believe that this program we are doing, truth be told, it was a dream.
Yeah.
It was a dream. And we had to start. And now we have started. And we believe we are growing. We believe we are multiplying. We believe that we are moving courageously. It is a one to me and shasia. Any embo until the year no matter how small, you just take action. You just start it. Na bra wo shasia no ebe ye. Every big achievement begin small. Every big achievement. And next will be can say matuma you say ya kona ko bisa no. Get closer to the person and the person will tell you, I started small. There is somebody in Ghana here, let me mention his name, Despite utie Nestoria, or say or started say those time now you see this he was just carrying them. But and he has become great. Inti menumi no no. Yen who say and you say despite sorry and do baby or started small. Oh baby, and then a bit more ran supermarket, but they started selling on the table. Obu ha ni fie nim, and started say auto, and then only back on a running supermarket. So the principle is that when it comes to do what you can, just take the action. Just start. Meaning say ene yeba say yebe she obi nkuran. We are here to encourage somebody that what can you check? Bibi oha, you can do it. Bibi abeto akoma so pa say, hey, ade we me ye bebua o. Please start it. What it? Start it. Jumadi aye di sebi o. Obi oha enfidi ade ye jumai onibi. But owo opepa no owo sada esono se opese oye. So when it happens like that, dear no nipa kono phone now one start with it with time. Ubetumi enya camera ene your friends say workstation in your manioma am here the camera sisi in your manioma, but you need to start from somewhere. I believe say omo follow me ewo social media no, especially TikTok no. Na me ye program ho. That time phone na me use. Enti me de chase at least anya hwe no obi be kasa mama gain experience and sana me be do han. So Chris, let's start. No matter how small. That's the principle.
That's a good. I tell for my one or two messages from viewers. Yenya ba patience after. I would say the right time to start is now. The right time to start is now. May call Facebook, YouTube, so as of now, the question by now, but we know we have viewers. At here for sometimes too, for us to know we are making the impact, you need to also at least add your voice, make a comment, or share your own views as well. It will really help us to know we are, making that impact. We are communicating with you. So please don't hesitate. Share, make a comment, share your view. If you have a question, you can also bring it up so that together we can share ideas so that we'll also be great. Yeah. So from what we are learning today, we have to all be great. And we want to be great, we have to start now.
Yes, sir.
Coach, there is this thing too that I want us to also look at. So what are the importance of doing what we can? What are the importance of doing what we can?
The first thing I'll talk about is that it prevents excuses.
Doing what we can prevents excuses.
Yes, it prevents excuses. Whenever you give an excuse, it doesn't get the work done. Anytime you allow excuse to lead you, it doesn't get your work done. Because you see, sometimes excuse comes to comfort us, but it doesn't get the work done. Until you will be in life, open excuse baby. Oh my excuse na ema hoto oh I and yes me na me person me we ntia. But at the corner, has it been done or not? One of the wisest people who ever lived once said, excuses build walls, but action builds bridges to success. So an excuse is like a wall. Whenever you are moving and you come across a wall, it means you cannot cross, because a wall is a barrier, it's a resistance. It will impede your movement. Now, action is a bridge that connects to success. That is why we are saying that we have to do what we can so that those excuses will be prevented. You need to do away with excuses. So some of us, we are used to saying, I don't have this. It's because of this, that's why this is happening. This, that. Listen, you will not always have enough. At any point in time, it is said that man's desire is insatiable. At any point in time, get $1 million, you'll be wishing for $1 billion. Sure. Get, let me say, 500,000 Ghana cedi. You will still. So more. That is, you want more. And only a time I say a pokorano in Sutogum. So there is a need for us to appreciate what we have and to use what we have. Then, number two, when you do what you can, it builds progress. Emma uhu say bibi ekɔ n'anim. When you make a move towards an achievement, you realize that at least adeɛ no ahyɛ aseɛ, and even it gives you some kind of happiness. Now, great achievements are not sudden. I repeat, great achievements are not sudden. Enti, yemu bebre ho a o pese da na o hyɛ aseɛ na wa ye great. Do you know that ene anyumtofo a yete omo nka hwan. Some of them, they started singing some time ago, but we didn't know them until omo nyum ba ko mienu bi ahete and ama ne ye hu omo. Na me hwɛ YouTube clip bi, one great gospel artist Ghana ha. Na those times, very young guy, no more year rehearsals near it. Hey, ebi mo abrepen. And he said, if the person is in the limelight and people are celebrating the person, remember that the person started from somewhere. And you want to go somewhere near you want to start with great achievement. And whenever you do what you can, it builds your progress.
Okay, coach. My Boakye-Fosuhene Eddie. Say we are still waiting for your comments, your questions. Let us know you are with us in this talk that we are having. Inti wo comment bi or question bi obetimi dia ba na etimi aboa ma yetimi akoso edi adwuma. I will pause here and say you a life coaching consortium our coach belong to. As near my discussing now, if you have any issues concerning your career, marriage, any aspect, I'll say coach no would do juma now need is ever ready to also have you and discuss or help you solve or address that particular challenge. In semester say with time the contact to so I'll be to me and then and make contacts now time you have a friend be an the life coaching consortium is running. I bet me know Eddie Juma on marriage, career, any field that I work challenge biano. So here I start a whole you touch different areas.
Yeah.
Nina no I mean I don't be oba coach bet me Eddie Juma no be obedience I was so ama yet me amboa na wait me improve in that particular area war challenge Again, say the medical cano. We want this program to keep running. And here, say amount for bestoying asene. You want to also come on board to sponsor. Our doors are opened. You can contact us on 020-843-8825. 020-843-8825. That is contact our offer. I'll be na one. Yet me doing so. We'll advertise your program as we come on air every Tuesday. Whenever we're having any adverts, we'll bring you on board so that at least those who join us can also come and patronize you wherever you are. Location is not a barrier. This year, no. I bet for come. So it's here for we'll be expecting your calls. I know there are a lot of people who cannot do I na the near man on person better question here na man for I draw map on my business so feel. It's no Mr. question, no. But a person who wants to maybe have a one-on-one talk with coach and he's ever ready. And our coach.
Oh, ever ready.
Okay.
Ever ready.
In for message say contact messenger to SUBM 020-843-8825. Offer I'll be your coach na what you mean I didn't come up on career, marriage, any area of your life. You can contact coach and I believe he will be able to help you address that particular situation. Coach is talking about we avoiding excuses and we also, keeping on with whatever you're doing. It will build progress.
Yeah.
But I believe that when we build progress, someone is able to also, help us unravel certain potentials or talents. One person I would look at is, I believe, please, see Ronaldo. Who compare him Messi? One say, yes, coming up, you can see say,
oh yeah, that's
Ronaldo naturally, as a Messi naturally has that flair.
Okay.
But Ronaldo first not or to change maybe there. but he's been consistent because of his training, because of the kind of lifestyle he has built. Some people came with talent. It's a bit more man, oh, the most promising youth, one of our, no, but these people have been at the limelight for so long. Do you believe that what we are talking about, the consistency, because he started from somewhere, people saw him, he came up, he's been there. Look at his age now. Most of the people he started with, they've retired.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't forget, he started before Messi. That is it. But he's been consistent. The age makes him be now off. I believe that these, I don't know, when we're able to be consistent and we build that progress, is it going to unravel certain potentials in us or what?
All right. As you rightly said, there was a time nobody knew Cristiano Ronaldo.
Sure.
Messi.
No one.
But we are talking about act now, start now, action now. Many people never know what they are capable of till they start doing something.
Okay.
So until you start doing something, you wouldn't know what you are capable of doing. Until you bebre ho a ye wo enioma pa bi wo yimu, but ye nya hwe ntino enioma pa ntimi mpie. So start doing something. And do you know, Sir Chris, sometimes you start doing something. Now out of that thing you have started, the bigger thing comes out.
Okay.
The bigger thing comes out. So what you know, what you have, start with it. Then with time, you realize that the potential in you will be released. Most hidden talents and abilities are discovered only when you act. Now, my example. When you take an apple, the apple is not an apple juice. When you want the apple juice, we have to smash the apple, then the juice will come out. In the time where squeeze, crush apple, we are doing something. It's an action. So with your action, the sweet in you will come out. Enti mijidi say obia ewo potential, but your potential will be released, will be unraveled only when you act. Say onam ho a yemfa no say obia onim Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Ebia Messi aba Ghana na onam mfa say village bi na obi huna. Onim so a footballer. Tell say ebia obenya ball na wa skills. Hey, akọ onim ball. And you realize that sometimes enioma ewo yemu no nipa nhu kopem say ye action. One of my best players, Ronaldinho, a bad dribbler, don't go there. Say, oh man, a boy, you wouldn't know that he can dribble. So, action. Now. So what I say, action. As you act now, then the potential in you is being released.
Wow. Therefore, we are still on the topic, do what you can. Do what you can. We are on the importance of why we should do what we can. We are learning that we should avoid excuses. We should as well build progress. Then it will give us, or it will unravel our potentials, which after these steps are, seen. What else can we get?
Fulfillment.
Okay.
Fulfillment is about dream come true.
Dreams come true.
Now, whenever your dream comes true, what do you see? Joy, happiness, comfort. So anytime you do what you can, it brings fulfillment. Now, when you are not doing anything, it is difficult for you to enjoy fulfillment when you are not doing anything.
Yeah, for you are sleeping.
So it is said that he who is down needs no fall.
You don't fear.
Already you are down.
What are that?
Fear no fall, yes. already you are down. You are already down. So I want to have fulfillment. I wish that this and that has happened in my life. It can never happen until I do what I can. So we are urging all of us, no matter how small, start it. And with time, you are going to have fulfillment.
No matter how small it is, we should start it. And with time, we are going to enjoy fulfillment. So viewers, I believe every one of us wants to enjoy fulfillment. So for that matter, since no matter how small it is, we should start with it. And he has told us that we should start with whatever thing that we have. It might not be big. He said that great achievement starts small. So please, whatever you have, and he has also made us know that obi bia was as be our talent. Obi bia on a strength. Obi our gift and obi our opportunities. Yes. He has made us know say sometimes they don't look it. The opportunities they are there, but they don't look it. So please let us sit down, have an introspect of ourselves. I think there's one thing that is quite difficult. Some people can help you do it, but if you're not getting anyone to help you do it, you have to do it yourself. And you're better, because there are people who can't see. People cannot see what you see.
And that is why we are learning.
Good.
So what you don't know, once you are taught, it means now you know.
Sure.
So we are teaching ourselves. We are trying to educate ourselves. So if I didn't know how to look inside me and you are taught, you can know. And empanyi say opa ubehu. Say opa ubehu. Intino. Sometimes it's the effort you put in, and also na be chere say. E dey say teacher ni na o chere ade, wa chere ade ni wa kwatena ase. Then one student can come. One baby question. You see that you'll be so glad to talk more about it. The oba on China, or no benyasa opportunity. No. So there is the need to always put in the effort. Put in the effort. I want to know this. How can I look inside myself? How can I unravel my potential? All these things are whole. And then now we can social media. Social media, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. While some people are using it, some too are using it to learn a lot of things. So you also have the phone. You've been going there, but the other natural results are ubenya. Chris, we say minimum results are positive and negative.
Positive. All right. Irene, greetings, coach. Greetings, coach. Ochel. Besma says also
Radio Apostle.
Radio Apostle. Okay. Coach. Inti the address may say lessons by a bit observe from doing what we can.
And then the yes, I need every one of us to observe the following. Number one, don't compare yourself with others. Focus on yourself, not on others. Edu baby enipa bi distracted. Enipa bi obi oho a otimi pie wa brabom se obe distracted keke. So stop comparing yourself with others. Esunokwan obi a efaso. Esunakwan to obi a etu. We learn that life is a journey. Journey no enyumere ebi mu tu kwan o. But obi oho Accra na oko. Obi ko Takrade, obi ko Cape Coast, obi ko Tamale, obi ko Wa. So you realize that they are all journeys, but a snobia destination. So stop comparing yourself with others. You see, say over compare who to obia na who take inspiration from the person. Inti no wo hwe ni obi aye na wa hwe wo de na wa draw e bi on pakonu wo wanim. And in life obia you have to, let me say, compare. If you have to compare yourself you compare yourself to somebody who is ahead of you. Inti the all wanim no na wo do ho toto na wo sua bibi. But enko compare ho ema ne mu abam. That's what we are saying. Stop those comparisons because emboa. Focus on your own abilities. Deɛ wowɔ no ɛna ɛyɛ wo dea. Meka se deɛ ɛwɔ obi nsɛm na ɛnyɛ wo dea. Deɛ ɛwɔ wo nsɛm na ɛyɛ wo dea. Nti deɛ ɛwɔ wo nsɛm no ɛno na fa w'adwen esi so. Mostly, comparison takes strength from us. O compare wo ho to obi a ɛma yɛ lusu ahoɔden. Ti de bia no na wayɛ moto asɛ ɔra ho. Yo adenti na menya nnu ha, adenti na sei. Obi a ne sɛneɛ or movie, you have to move according to the capacity you carry. Into your pace now walk on. Wahoɔden kita wo ne kyerɛ. Now, wohwɛ car V8 boom. Yɛmfa sɛ saloon car bi so ɛno so saa. But hwɛ car sɛ truck sɛ ɛfa ɛyɛ containers. Wo ha na cars bɛɛ bi a 10 egum but no ɔkɔ nkakra. So sometimes it's not about how fast you move but your content. Deɛ wo mu no enti no yɛsɛ truck yi ɛnkɔntɛm koraa ɛnneɛma ɛwɔ mu no enti ɛma no ntumi nkɔntɛm. Deɛ hwee nim no so we have to try not to compare ourselves with people. Then number 2.
Because James are very cool. So it means there are some of you, but there are some of us who are taking time in doing what we can, not because we are not doing our best, but because of the load that we carry. Because maybe I be more kind, but over arriving now you say, oh dear no,
boom, sanity.
Wow.
So obi ka say o si single room danya. Obi say o si story building. Ebi ato aso bi a 5. Obi nkofo e dan omunya nwie nkofo de o si no na kire. Obi wie no. Wo a wo si single room no. Obi a within be a if as a 3 months or something kwa no we wie. O nipa ko na o si story building ato aso 5 no. Ebi a ebe taking 1 year or even 2 years. But you know, the difference will be clear. Now the second thing I want lesson I'm say and you say we need to be faithful in all that we are doing. The family you find yourself, be faithful, be consistent. My yenny wuni the only yes on twice so yeah. Your friend be outside gentility home crime is something you have to avoid. At the workplace, you move be there is a key word your friend unkokwasa. You won't be a bra a word jumamono. Bra ye jumani a young kokwasa. Say me our boss. Na me more jumana young kokwasa. Next time a juma people, I'm not going to feature you. So let's try to be faithful in whatever we are doing. Then we have to also understand that people trust dependable leaders.
People trust
dependable leaders. Until so you be faithful in what you are doing, you cannot be trusted. Make sure that set time say meba waba. My uni and on my uni.
Thanks. Some weeks back we spoke about it. Say if you have not been tested, you cannot be trusted.
Yes.
Okay.
One say sometimes a young kwalano. When you be bit me a smile. Na ebia onim kan se ensisa be ebia tempestuous ebeka onimu akwala bi ho ba onfamba
pocket
wa pocket when it happens like that afena ase yehu suba na say unye you are not faithful intino let's try. I mostly prefer using the word genuine. Let's be genuine. Try as much as possible ne wuyi bia no so that at least people can trust you. Okay. Because trust will always multiply your influence. If you want to have great influence, you must be trusted.
Trust will always multiply your influence.
Wow. Then this is very important. The third thing I'm saying is very important. Invest in what you can control.
Invest in what
you can control. There are things you can control. There are things you cannot control. So what are some of the things that you can control? Number 1, your own attitude. You can control your own attitude. So invest in controlling your attitude. Into which I want to say, me wade we enye me kasa nye duru ba bia say ya invest in say sua na fe practice it. That is investment. So invest in your altitude. Number 2, invest in your discipline. How disciplined you want to become, you have to invest in it. And yes, if you are now into go to make me discipline. Once you know, start working on it. Then your decisions, you can control your own decision. Because you see, Chris, yeah, can say me sorry. It's a decision made to me sorry because me say me sorry. Yeah. So I can control my decisions. It's a decision be how you take care. You who say a good decision, a good result, we need to invest in it. Then what you cannot control and how what you can control. Yes, and how you sometimes young drivers who drive here who say traffic be I feel go maybe so green. I feel go on no your friend yellow no aba. We pente we are na you can't control it. Osi jina ube jina because so say be so a green but no so moko. So something like traffic you can't control it. There are things that you cannot control. You can't control the economy. You can't control it. Then ways are very important. You can't also control people. You can't control people. Anytime you are controlling somebody, it means the person is operating under fear.
Okay.
Yes. Se suro ewo ho a emma unya kwan control bi. You must rather influence people. You must not control people. Influence. Once you influence people as a leader, you influence. Once you influence, then your followers will follow you. But the moment you realize that any influence now we use name it means that you are instilling fear into omobeye at the corner open based on the fact say almost ruined. It is a respect. There's a difference between fear and respect. Obi oha ase obu enye so obu be a suro osuro enti ese so obu obi oho nso so onsuro but obu enu mum na ye. In this life there are a lot of people ye no mo nam no ya adwen ni se be a omubuye but be a hwinim. And I always say this, we are sebra ye to anamoye koba no bra ohu nipa suban pa ye bra asemasi. When there is a crisis, that is the time ohu send ye nipa etiepa. And Mr. Don't waste your time. It's one of the things I've seen. Obi oha opa ye den on pewasem. How? There are people, time will be can say, hey, coach, in fact, obi so can say first, I'll be worried about why is it that this person doesn't like me. Now in life, whether you like me or not, I don't care. Because what you dislike, somebody like it. Their own pen will be pay. Enti obi beka say Chris, onye papa. Obi so beka say, hey Chris, manyananka. Sa. Enti sometimes let's shift our focus from those who don't like us. Shift your focus from them.
And focus on those who like us.
And focus on, yes, in this life, those who love you are the ones who matters. One more ready to move with you. They are the people that you have to concentrate on.
Coach, it's a problem in our time. As we are rather trying to please those who don't like us and as those who don't love us, in the question to win them to your side. Let me now fight for.
You see, sometimes obi oha what declare neho as an enemy to your life.
Yeah.
No matter what, internet say akoko sachre akroma senya enye ni feda. When I will repeat this thing again, when you think you have done your best, your enemies will still speak negatively about it. Sanity. Program aye obi beka so program with the very educative. Obi so better Sir, why do I have to go and concentrate or focus on those that are not in line with us? Dabi, near one say nyema ono eyema obi. So in life, let us try as much as possible to rather invest in what we can control, but not what we cannot control. Until they see into me control no, baku ye nipa. Other people you can't control them in any way. Say I think I can just
conclude.
Maybe add one or two.
Then.
We need to also avoid procrastination.
Okay.
Oh, may. You remember the question you asked? When should we? You said now. When should we start? Now. Procrastination. Most of the times we are waiting to get the full package before we start. There be. So when you are say ochina meye say ya, make sure say ochina neba obey. Because sometimes you can miss opportunities due to procrastination. At the end, to me, you but a month or ten, you can a month or may, and it doesn't help us. So, in a nutshell, no, and then the issue in said, do what you can. The will be to me, I know, and no, ye. Men quiet the wound to me yet. Because the wound to me, no, so quiet no. Number one, you can never finish it. Because I didn't move to me yet. You cannot finish that thing. You can never find fulfillment. Because you are tackling what you cannot do. Chris, what else is here? There is no way for now. There's no way so bit my pilot aeroplane be. Say a car there, the bro bit me a drive. But to pilot an airline, you can't. And he said, yeah, the car is here near the airline aeroplane is here. Near said choose back while be using so be in a bed yamawa. Also offer aeroplane. So we are saying that let's try as much as possible to do what we can. And me bisa say enumere uchiri say dey na betumi aye eno na ye na jai say enioma wuntumi nyenko a na wo ye no mesrawo won say wuntumi ko oni mu abrabom won say utare na why it's because you are doing what you can't dey wuntumi nye no eno na woni abre den dey a wo ye but ene addition mu no let's all come to the realization that we need to rather do what we can.
Wow. The lessons are in a messing team being coach. The first one, you don't compare yourself to others or with others.
Yeah.
And secondly, you also need to be faithful with your family, community, and whoever you find yourself with, that's work. Then next, you need to invest in what you can control. That is your attitude, your discipline, your decisions. These are the things that one can control. So first one is don't compare yourself with others. Second one, be faithful. Third, invest in what you can control. That fourth one was say we should avoid procrastination. Then he re-echoed that we should start small. No matter how little it is, you have to start. And he's asking us that, what do you have that you want to start with? That's what I'll leave you with again. What do you have? What do you have in your hands? What do you have around you? What kind of talent or strength do you have? We've been told that you can start small, because great things, great achievements, they start small. And one of our viewers said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. It's therefore, because I show crying say, Obekoso na one edijuma yami aduma Tuesday bia 7:30 to 9 p.m. Na said I'm a kind of Obesoni coach Edi in Sawaswa. The number between our friend as you see 020-843-8825. 020-843-8825. O friend or debia or between 90 say na or nobody in Kitahudi. He coaches on any life matter. The group I belong to, your friend, the Life Coaching Consortium. Whether on career, marriage, business, whatever you think you have a problem with, when you talk to him, he can help you to address it. We also want to still tell viewers that we still need sponsorship. if you want the program to keep on airing, please come to our aid in one way or the other. We will also not leave you like that. We also advertise you as we air on Tuesdays. Nyami adma Tuesday be a share or the hombe domi na the better say be advertise your program amount on every Tuesday. Ye di ejuma di na ye kan and ye ton wo niema oje di ye ton mount so the be hand go hand come. Don't just start this one. Naja. Ye nyini ene wo so ekọ. Ye too come. So coach, thank you once again for coming. Your last words.
Yes, what I want to say is that action now. Action now. Action now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Coach, I can't the 3 times. Yeah, area TBT.
The truth, nothing but the truth.
TBT.
The truth, nothing but the truth.
And last time TBT.
The
truth, nothing but the truth. Get here for all too soon. We are coming to the end of another wonderful topic, that is do what you can. Nana Ajua Kakari on YouTube essay, I'm learning so much. How do you improve yourself? Or say how do you improve self-discipline? So coach, will be the question here, but I'm saying 1-2 minutes binti.
Because one man bye.
Yeah, some more. Not come bye, but we'll be asking the question a bit more. Say 1 minute, be wait a minute, answer now.
So how do you
improve your self-discipline?
Self-discipline. Okay. I believe that it is said that practice makes man perfect. Now, set certain goals.
Okay.
It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be monthly. But because say Osha said no, the time must be shorter. Until with time, and no say be a wakacha say, when I sleep by 5:30, me sorry. My set alarm. About to me, sorry. Discipline ni no. I feel why you have to also be 1 week. So you realize that na ene on edge. Okay. Then you go on ABR. Obey what you say. I want to read this book. Till for the next 1 hour. Me share my phone so nothing. Unless ABR there's an emergency call. And yes, for the next 1 hour, make kind book. Every Monday be a make kind book. May you say, once you start practicing that, it will build your self-discipline.
Wow.
Yes.
And sister, sorry, Nana Andrea Kakari, coaches say, a bit of self-discipline. You have to set short-term goals.
Yeah.
Discipline one say, what's that alarm? You alarm no boka na. Or the on record on this about to say, pine, I say, onye dina, uncle sonna. But I say, over so improve on self-discipline. In as much as say, be a upesa word no. Strive and hiding, na sorry. Where's over kind book sometimes in their phone. I believe any phones are any better for silence because I just but I take also correct the message by na BB. So I say, I think discipline is not something that is easy to come by.
Yes.
But what's that thing a character na efa? Sin nano sebia, ohe sebia o double so be 5 hours now it is about 1 or 2 hours. A character ebefa. Coach Edo was a P. Another mini say, Coach, etime you was some no. Next time I know the band na etime about coach time as so yeah, I'm say time as so I'll see you free. So viewers, it's time. We want to see you next week, 7:30 exactly. And the program is TBT,
the truth,
nothing but the truth. See you next week, Tuesday. Bye-bye.